Greetings all, it's Blue Knight. Welcome back to the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Previously, we helped out Lineru, the Thunder Dragon, and got his portion of the Song of the Hero, which makes us one step closer to completing this goal. Today, we'll be heading to Farron to investigate the conditions that have changed there since the last time we went to that region, and try to determine what has happened. But before we do that, this freaking guy. Golo can be quite the pain if you played this for the first time when this game was first released. For those who don't know, there was actually a bug that would prevent you from progressing in this game, and this is caused by talking to Golo twice. Me to the dragon's homeling? Yes, I did. I am so jealous! You beat me to the punch! So if you try to talk to Golo twice, like I said before, he says the same thing from last time. For some reason, the game's future events that happen from this point on will not happen. I'm not sure what causes it. I haven't delved into this much on this bug's history as I just discovered it recently. But if you talk to Golo twice, like I said, then the future events will not happen. This is remedied by using the Skyward Sword Save Update data channel. I hope I said that right. I probably butchered that a little bit. So if you use that, this bug will be fixed. Like I said, I discovered this recently, but it is pretty detrimental if you didn't use the data. I got this game, I think about a month after it released, Boxing Day to be precise. And I updated this game right away because I didn't want to take any chances as this was my first venture into the Zelda series. So I didn't want anything to hinder it. So I clearly made the right decision to update this game as soon as I got it. And then didn't think anything of it because I didn't know there was a bug. I thought it was just like a patch, something to gameplay mechanics or something like that. I didn't think there'd be something that would stop progressing or stop the player from progressing in the story. So that's something you should know. So we're gonna head back to the sky and head straight for Fair Woods. If you think you want there's gonna be any new side quests that open up during this next chain of events, I looked it up, there's not, unless you intentionally skipped out what we've already covered on thus far. But there's nothing that unlocks between the ventures in each region in each portion of the Song of the Hero. So we're going to head to each region one by one and collect the Song of the Hero without any side quest interruptions. Link, bad news. That beast looks like it's about to break free again. Gotta get in position. Hang tight. Whoa. Feels like that seal is gonna give way any second. But no need to panic. You know what the Crusader can do, am I right? As long as I'm at the controls of this bombshell beauty, I don't even know the meaning of the word defeat. Flinging bombs on this monster's face, defending the land, is my purpose, I think. It's why I'm here. Anyway, Link, I've got work to do. Try not to get in the way of my shots, okay? Wouldn't dream of it, Gris. After all, we are on the same team. Hitting me would be kind of detrimental, I'm just gonna say that. So it doesn't feel too long ago that we actually fought the imprisoned the last time around, so I'm kind of surprised we're already encountering it again this soon. So for the third time in this game, we're facing the imprisoned. It may not look that different from the last time we faced it, but trust me, there's gonna be a change that happens. Well, look who's finally back. Good thing too, because I was getting tired of waiting to put a hurting on this on his ugly mug. Link, let's do this. Our game plan's the same as last time. You know what to do. If I knew this was gonna happen, I would have stocked up on more arrows. Well, I got plenty to begin with, but still, I probably would have got more if I knew this was gonna come up soon. I also thought, like I said before, this was gonna come up a little later. Alright. So, second verse is the same as last time. Gotta get some distance first. I'm actually gonna try using the big geyser to get an early start, because he's already progressing quite a bit on the spiral bout. I'm not gonna rely on this method too much, because every time that you face the person in a new fight, I think the chances of him shaking you off his head becomes more and more apparent. Yeah, he does. He did it outright this time around. Yeah, I'm gonna use his chance. Ow! I just got tail licked. Well, fortunately, it wasn't that super effective, so I'm back on my feet. I'm gonna take out the back toes first, since I'm already in this position. Yeah, Bruce, I know. Just hang tight. Got that toe out. Use one of the other geysers, that one. Provided doesn't get past that first. Go up that. And right there. That's enough distance. That should give me enough shots to work with. So one toe out. And the other one. Oh, that shot one of the fingers instead. Hate that so much. Shot. To be fair, I probably should have upgraded my bow because I did get enough enough treasure off screen to upgrade the rest of my items. And I'm already out of arrows? This is awkward. If this does fail, then I will go back and restock on items. Though I'm not sure that that's gonna happen. I guess it's gonna be up to Bruce. This is actually gonna be more of a detriment if anything if I go in that position. Come on, controls, work with me, please. I might hit one of the arms, but I don't care. I'm chancing it. At the very least, it'll stun him, so that might buy me enough time to attack the rest of those toes. If I wasn't this far away. Oh, this is really bad. I might actually get a game over on this, which has never happened to me before. Okay, at least I got enough room to get back up here. I'll take the hits and try to tough it out. Might not be the best solution to do this, but it's the only option I've got right now. And I'm getting comboed over and over again. This is the bad thing about trying to run in front of the prison. Like, I think I've stated before. Always best to try to hang back and use your arrows, but I clearly don't have enough right now. Enough as in 0. Hey, shut my Skyward strike outright. Stop comboing me! Just want to hit your... Jeez, this toughing out method is not working at all. This is a really bad time for me to run out of arrows. I honestly thought I had more to begin with. At least I'm getting one strike on him. I can't rely on that big geyser method because he'll just shake me off instantaneously. So it's gonna be a matter of trying to be at the right place at the right time and use Groose effectively as well. Then again, he's already near the sealed temple, so I might not have much of a chance to succeed in this fight. So he pushes the spike back up. Let's begin cycle number 2. And there's the change I was mentioning before. He's got a halo over his head. And that causes him to fly, because, you know, big sausages like him can do that. Whoa! Since when did it learn how to fly? It's headed straight for the temple, but there's no way I'm letting it get there. Big Ugly's going down burning. So we call Groose immediately. I hope this shot can make it. Yeah, it did. And that should, if memory serves me right, send him all the way back down to the bottom. Yes, it does. Perfect. Is that it? Man, I thought I was gonna put up more of a fight. Somebody should have really thanked the genius who made this machine. Okay, Link, time for you to show Big Ugly who's boss. With gusto, Groose. In my opinion, this is the easier of the 3 fights. Not as easy as the first one, obviously, but It's easier than the second one, I'll say that much. On my first playthrough, I did not have as much trouble as I did with the second phase. But where am I going? I'm gonna go through the sealed spike. I was going for the toes and, by instinct. That's why I was heading to speed. So I think this fight really gets easy after the first cycle. At some point you might try to fly again. Yeah, I think he's gonna do that. Got the halo over his head once again. Oh no! Not good! The road crumbled and I can't get to the rest of my bomb stash. What do I do? Link, come up to the temple and make your way over here. Hustle up! Yep, I thought this was gonna happen. So, if you think you understand where Groose is going with this, then you understand why I remember this fight to be not as hard as the second one. It's a matter of trying to find Groose himself. He should be near the sealed temple. I didn't move him that much from it. But it's gonna be a race against the imprisoned though. Just gotta conserve my stamina, I don't want to use too much. Okay, here we go. Don't even bother talking to Groose. Just hop onto the Groosinator, and we'll aim for the spike on his head. I only got one shot to do this though. And perfect! And drive that spike down on his head. And this big furry sausage is done again. Don't worry about there being a fourth and prison fight, this is the last one. Now, Link. Strike the sealing spike with a Skyward strike and restore the seal, quickly. Ooh, I gotta say, Link, I thought we were goners this time. Sorta glad I was wrong about that. I'm gonna run ahead to the temple. You should get back there too. The beast has been sealed into its prison for a third time. Link, Groose, you have both done well. But I fear we can't dwell on your success. The strength of the seal has seemed to wane with each escape. We are almost out of time, Link. Are you close to discovering the Triforce? I see. You must seek out the 3 dragons and complete the Song of the Hero to find the Triforce. It is right your search led you here. The Fairy Woods are close by. Unfortunately, there's been an unusual turn of events in the woods. I am unsure of what happened, but a short while ago, I noticed the path to the woods was completely flooded. To protect the land here, I closed the gate leading to the woods and drove back the water with a simple seal. The seal will only hold as long as the gate remains closed, meaning you will not be able to open it without flooding these lands. Given this situation, I am at a loss as to how you can enter the woods. Is that all? Consider the problem solved. See, that last battle with Big Ugly got me thinking about other ways to use the Grucinator. Just climb up to that bad boy, and I'll give you a lift over to the woods, alright? I'll run ahead and get her prepped for you. Come see me when you're ready to take a little flight. Oh my. The boy has made himself very useful, but he does have a tendency to cause trouble for those he helps. Safe journey. I wish you a soft landing, Link. Well, if what you said is any indication, Granny, it's gonna be a pretty wet landing as well. So I think we're actually gonna stop the episode for today. I did not expect us to fight the imprisoned again this soon, so this fight's gonna be its own video. With that being said, next time on Skyward Sword, with the Grucinator, we'll be heading into Fairwoods to see if we can solve this flood problem. Until we meet again, everyone, farewell for now.